we're back. We're trying a different style this time. So here we have one of the rods that came out of the Delta that I disassembled for those who watched the video, which should be linked in the top corner soon. This is the first time I found a way of reusing some of these parts, and with any luck we can reuse a lot more. So in the Delta there were two of these rods in each corner. Delta being a printer that works on three vertical axes, and the head is basically an average of these three columns, something like that. So when I first took it apart, we was wondering what can these metal parts be used for, and I think I said in the video they could be used as axles, which is what happened. So we'll get this bit of track out. This is what they've become. On the 3D printed wheels with ABS tyres, it became the axle. Nothing flush or fancy, just parted off, tied it up. Even still got the bolt hole in the end. Really simple. It's an 8mm rod. There were 7mm holes in the wheels. So slightly drilled out, and it went straight through. It was held up against the chuck of the lathe and just pushed on the tailstock, which has left with a tiny amount of run out, but nothing that's going to cause any problem at all. The gauge can be fixed later, but it's close enough for now. And we have a second one, although this one has the bearings on it. The axle boxes are these tiny little printed things with a brass bush, turned down, drilled out 8mm and pushed in. Again, just pushed in on the lathe and then parted off afterwards. No worry about trying to square it up and push it in later. They're a nice fit, tiny amount of play in there, nothing ridiculous. One on each end, and we've got the 4 set. So all that's left, if we move these out of the way, is to grab the chassis and see how easy they go in. Now so we can turn the axle boxes upside down and they should just slot into place. Obviously there's no springing or rubber mounts, or there's no keeps on these at the moment. There we go, it's down. So they turn fairly freely. You can see a tiny amount of wobble on one or two of them, mainly that back right one as we look at it, but nothing alarming, nothing that's going to cause a problem for the amount of work this little 3.5 wagon is going to do. So if we pick it up and stick it on the track, be careful not to let the wheels fall back out. It works well. So far the total cost of this wagon is just a load of plastic and some scavenged parts of metal, just cut down to length. All the sides of this are scaled from 5-inch drawings, including the length of the axle, and with any luck we can finish this off.